Sgarnon. I'm Digger, off the Amateur Prospector. If you're new to my channel, g'day! This has been sticking around since my first videos and I appreciate all your support. We're in this journey together. Today we're hunting for gold. We're in a creek in my hometown, but unfortunately there's only dirt and sediment and sticks and stuff in this creek, so it is paydirt review time. We have a bag from DCM Gold. It's their 170 gram bag. I'll chuck some information up here on the side here about DCM. There's no guaranteed amounts, but so we're just going to check it out anyway, see what's going on. You've got a website and stuff you can go to. I'll put a link to their Facebook page down the bottom here, because last time I checked they didn't have that many people liking their page. It must be kind of new, so click on their Facebook page and throw them a like and we'll check out what you can get from DCM Gold. But unfortunately we can't check it out here because unfortunately the cicadas are killing me. It's beautiful Australian summer, so I'll take this home, I'll take it to the panning station and we'll see what it looks like in a pan. So we're back at home. So this is a little prospecting setup I have at home. Doesn't require too much in the way of gear, so what we're going to do is check out DCM Gold now. First thing I'm going to do now is open the bag and see what we get out of it. Now DCM doesn't have that many Facebook likes, so check over their Facebook page, have a look, give them a like. There's only a few people there, so we might be on to something good. So let's check out what's in the bag. Okay, I'm going to switch between cameras so you can see in a bit more detail the contents of the bag. So it seems to be one of those strong coffee bags, and I'm terrible at cutting stuff, so I'm just going to get rid of the knife. So much easier, these coffee bag things. Well, easier and then sealed tight. Cool. It's full. Doesn't look like a bag of chips usually get, where they only chuck a little amount in. It's true. Alright. This is what we're dealing with. Doesn't look like river worn rocks. So the rocks are all interesting. Nothing really stands out at the moment. But still, we'll classify this down, run the magnet over it and see what we can work with. Let's have a quick search through. Seems very dusty. That's okay. Nothing stands out at the moment. Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff in minus kitchen strainer and a little bit of stuff in the plus kitchen strainer. So now it's time to wash some rocks. Now it's time, almost forgot, run the magnet over it. So this is just a magnum in a tube that I can slide in and out. Separate all the magnetics.
separating the magnetics gives you an idea on how hard the pay dirt is going to be. See, if there's a lot of heavy material in there, I'll just put this in a separate pan. If there's a lot of heavy material in there, it makes it a bit, or a lot harder to pan. So if there's only the lighter stuff in there, it's easier to get the gold out because gold's heavy. So if you can extract as much as the difficult things as you can, so usually black sand is the problem, but this doesn't look like sand. This just looks like a couple of ironstone rocks amongst it. So hopefully it's not going to be that difficult. That's what that tells me. Well, the difficulty's not going to be too extreme. I'm still going to do a little bit at a time, but there we go. Minus kitchen strainer, plus kitchen strainer. And just the magnetic seems to be bigger rocks, not so much in the way of small fine stuff. Alright, so now it's on the next step. Let's wash some rocks. So in the bottom of my bucket I've got a pan with a rock to catch all the material so I can go through it a couple of times. And we'll just start off with the magnetic stuff. Make sure that we didn't grab any little bits of gold that are stuck to the rocks. Alright. So we will go through the plus kitchen strainer first. And I won't do it all, I'll just do a little amount at a time, just to be sure. Very dusty, dirty. Some organic material floating on there. They must be finding this out of an old creek bed or something, I don't know. Give them a good wash. Quick look at this. Now some other heavies in there, non-magnetic, but no gold. Right, the last bit of the plus kitchen strainer. Ooh, is that a whittle picker? Looks like there's a couple of little pickers in there. Ooh, a little flake, and definitely a picker. Ooh, nice and sharp. Yeah, I'll just grab them two with the snuffer bottle and they can go in the collection. I think hopefully is not too big for the snuffer. Now it's time for the minus kitchen strainer. So same thing, I'll just do a little bit at a time. we're just down to the last little bit. Oh, a lot of heavy black sand. Whoa, like little black rocks. Non-magnetic, but there's our gold. Out of a little scoop. Like there's some good little bits in there. I'll get the sucker bowl and collect it all up. We'll keep going. There's our little scoop number 2. Very, very dry. So I've got to give it a good mix around. Okay, I think we're at a good spot here. Down, you can see the heavy black sands are down the bottom there. Instead of messing with them too much, let's do it this way. Got a little bit too much water in there. Alright, let's have a look. There's a lot of those sort of bigger rocks, darker heavy rocks that are non-magnetic. Ooh, and the gold shining through. I'm not seeing anything in the way of little specks. Seems like all the gold that's in here is nice and coarse. I mean, look at that. It's coarse gold in there. Alright, sucker bottle time. Still got a good amount left. It's only 170 grams, but this is a cool little, I mean, it's raining outside and I've got things to do, but just for an itch to get my prospecting gold fever scratched a little bit, this little bag's perfect. Like, it's not taking up too much of my time so far. I'm just cruising along, doing each pan at a time, giving it a good wash. Yeah, it's just a cruisy way to spend a lazy day off. So let's give it a swirl. A bit of gold peeking out of the corner there. I mean, this isn't the easiest pay dirt, but it's not overly difficult either. It's got a good mixture of everything, magnetics, non-magnetics. It's not easy to pan, but it's not hard in the other sense. And the gold is pretty chunky, which makes it easier to pan and collect. Ah, damn bubbles. I'd say this is the second last pan. I'll do this last bit in one go. Yeah, very dry. Like we're down to the heavies again, so we'll give this one a spin around. See if we can see any gold that's fallen down yet. Oh. I see a good smile of gold coming out of the top. It's not bad. Tiny little picker. Makes the sound. I'm happy. Okay, and the final bit, last bit of the pay dirt. This has been pretty good actually. Hasn't been too difficult. It's not too easy either. It's not so much I can't deal with. It's a good little amount. Okay, we're down to the last little bits with the black sand, so let's give this a spin around. Can't believe the magnet didn't pick up those heavies. Non-magnetic. There's a lot of them, different types. Oh, got some gold showing up through the top. That with a snuffer bottle. Alright, so it's time to empty the snuffer bottle. And let's see what we get from DCM Gold. So remember, they don't have many Facebook likes, so jump over their Facebook page, check out DCM Gold, and give them a like. Why not? Seem like a nice bunch of blokes, just starting out by the seams of it. Let's have a look what comes in the pay dirt. Just pour off the excess water. Alright. There we go. Little 170 gram bag. Got a nice picker in there, nice and sharp. Alright, I'll clean this up, dry it out, and I'll weigh it up and I'll tell you the results. it's time to get this on the scales. So I'll get over my magic trick for getting gold on the scales. A bit of paper folded. 0.348. Jeez, that weighed up quick, those chunky little bits. That's awesome. That worked out well.
So there we are. That is the 170 gram bag from DCM Gold. This is the gold recovered. Nice little chunky bits in there that were like they weighed up quickly. I mean, it didn't look like that, but weighed up to 0.349 grams. So that was awesome. Good little afternoon, spent off, just chilling out in between doing stuff and doing a pan every now and then. It's a good way to keep yourself entertained anyway. I got my entertainment value. This is the gold recovered anyway for Australia on the day, so this is in grams and Australian dollars. But still, it's a good afternoon. It's a good way to keep yourself occupied and scratch that gold fever. I mean, it's not all about how much gold you can get on stuff like that. Sometimes it's just good to have something to focus your mind on that's just not as crazy as this world at the moment. So I'll throw the Facebook link for these guys on the bottom. Throw them a like anyway. They don't have many likes going at the moment, so just give them some popularity. Send them some love. And if you want to get one of these bags, I'll throw the link to their page for buying products. Not one with the words today. Alright, that's enough of me then. Hopefully, I'll see you guys out there.